Hello everyone, welcome to this interesting video on Google Cloud Platform full course. In this video, we will explore and understand all the important concepts revolving around Google Cloud Platform, starting with the basics of what is GCP and its following concepts like GCP domains comprising various services like compute, storage, networking, IoT, etc. with a proper hands-on demonstration on these services. Following that, we will have a comparison between GCP, AWS and Azure, and we'll see how they differ from each other and how they hold their individuality. And then, at the end, we will understand some of its depth concepts like GCP web hosting and GCP Cloud ML. And towards the end, we will take you through GCP fundamentals and certification training that will help you gain this certification. So for this training with me, I have our experienced GCP specialist. Together, we will take you through the various important keynotes of Google Cloud Platform. So let's start with an exciting video on Google Cloud Platform full course. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon and never miss an update from Simply Learn.
Good morning and good evening, everyone. So welcome to this session on Google Cloud Platform. My name is AJ and I'm an instructor with Simply Learn and also working as a big data and cloud architect for various clients across globe. In this session, we learn about Google Cloud Platform, wherein we will learn about what is cloud computing, why Google Cloud Platform, what is GCP, that is Google Cloud Platform, Google Cloud Platform domains, about a use case that is Ferrero use case, and also a quick demo on using services from Google Cloud Platform. So when we talk about Google Cloud Platform, we also need to know what is cloud computing. So cloud computing is the use of hardware and software components to deliver a service to a network. Users can access these files and applications and services provided by a cloud provider from any device that has access to internet. In short, cloud computing is a way where cloud provider provides access to different services such as resources. And when we talk about resources here, we talk about computing, we talk about memory, we talk about processing power, we talk about storage, and we also talk about different services which cloud providers make available for the users. Now that allows us for automatic software integration, backup and restoring data, unlimited storage capacity, having a reliable use of different services, and having a cost-efficient solution. Now, we know that cloud computing's models, there are different service models. So you have platform as a service, you have infrastructure as a service, and you have software as a service. And these are the prominent models which are offered by different cloud providers such as Google Cloud, such as Google, you have Amazon, you have Azure, and also some organizations build their own private clouds using open source OpenStack. Let's focus more on Google Cloud Platform and what it has to offer and how it is gaining popularity in the market with different organizations which would want to work on a cloud platform or which would want to work on an infrastructure which is modernized. So when we talk about cloud computing, this is one of the approach which organizations can take to instantaneously benefit from modernization using different services, different platforms, and also newer technologies for their various requirements such as scalability or dynamic businesses. Before we get into Google Cloud Platform, it is also good to understand where you can find some useful resources about Google Cloud Platform. And here you have a website which is from your Google Cloud. So this is cloudacademy.com/library/Google. And here you can create a free account. Now that would give you just 7 days trial, but that has a lot of videos which talk about your Google Cloud Platform and Essentials, and it has various certification related videos which you can access. And then after 7 days after you have tried, you can obviously go for a paid account where you can take detailed learning from here. Now, this is your training library, which shows your different cloud providers such as Amazon, Microsoft Azure, GCP, and then you have various other topics which are specifics to organization. You can obviously look at the pricing, and you can also look at resources which will give you a good experience in learning from these videos. You can also create a free account, which I will walk you through later. So you can create a free account on cloud.google.com. Now, when I say free account, that basically means it allows you to create an account, and every user who creates an account gets a $300 free credit, which can be used to practice, brush up your skills, and also explore and learn about different Google Cloud products which are offered by Google. Now, coming back to our Google Cloud Platform, let's understand why Google Cloud Platform. So Google Cloud Platform is popular for many reasons. Now let us see few of most important reasons why it stands out. When you talk about pricing, pricing is one of the significant factors that make Google Cloud stand out among the other cloud providers. It offers a monthly pricing plan, which is billed according to monthly usage. And when we talk about billing here, the billing can be in hours, it can be in minutes, and it can also be in seconds. There are different options when you talk about your pricing, which can be found from your Google Cloud webpage. Now, pricing could be based on preemptive machines. Pricing could be based on reserved instances or reserved resources. I'll show you the link where you can find more details on pricing part of it. So Google Cloud really has various pricing options which help customers in their different requirements, whether they would go for any of the service models such as infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, or even software as a service. One more attractive thing about Google Cloud pricing is that it provides committed use discounts. For example, under this scheme, you can purchase a specific amount of virtual CPU cores and memory for up to 57% discount off regular prices if you commit usage for either 1 or 3 years. Now, this is just one option. There are various such options which you can learn about from the Google Cloud's page, and that really suits different customers for their different requirements. Now, when we talk about speed, we don't need to really challenge this aspect when it comes to Google services. So Google provides its Google Cloud and Google App customer speed up to 10 terabytes because of its faster cable system. There are different kind of machines which can be used if you're talking about computation, if you're talking about memory hungry applications, or even storage intensive workloads. All in all, speed is one of the defining characteristics of Google Cloud services. The cable has connections over US West Coast, main cities in Japan, and even major hubs in Asia. This speed enhances performances and leads to customer satisfaction. Now, when we talk about customers, any or every customer would prefer to have low latency, high throughput based services. They would want to use higher speeds to process their data in as less time as possible. Google provides a low latency network infrastructure. In fact, you can say that when you are using Google Cloud services, you are using the services from the same infrastructure which Google uses for its popular services such as Google Search or even YouTube, which is one of the second largest repository which can be accessed for videos. Now, when we talk about big data is data which is very complex, has a lot of other characteristics such as your volume, you have velocity, you have variety, you have veracity, validity, volatility, virality, and so on. So if an organization is working on big data, Google Cloud can be a better choice because Google has many innovative tools for cloud warehousing, for example, such as BigQuery, and even real-time data processing tools such as Dataflow. BigQuery is a data warehouse that allows massive processing of data at high speeds, basically working on your structured data. Google also has launched some new machine learning from artificial intelligence tools. Now, there are various other services which we can use from Google Cloud Platform. But let's understand what is Google Cloud Platform and what are some of the services. Even the services which are not listed here can be found in your console from Google Cloud. So what is Google Cloud Platform? GCP. It is a set of cloud computing services provided by Google that runs on the same infrastructure, as I mentioned, that Google uses for its end user products like YouTube, Gmail, and even Google Search. The various set of services offered by Google Cloud Platform are, so you have services which are specific to computing requirements. And again, in computing, you have various different options available. You have machines which are compute optimized, machines which are memory optimized, machines which are storage optimized, and also we have certain machines such as preemptive, which basically means that you could get a machine to work on at a far lesser price than any other machine. But when we talk about preemptive, these are the machines which can be requested on demand and they can be taken back by Google at any time. You have networking related services, which can be very useful when you are setting up your applications or your services across globe. You also have different services which are specific to machine learning, and organizations which would be interested in working on machine learning or artificial intelligence would be really interested in using these services. There are also innovative solutions to work on big data and big data related technologies. Now, when we talk about Google Cloud Platform domains, so we can break down these services into specifics, such as you have compute. Now, the compute service allows for computing and hosting the cloud. Now, when you talk about computing, here there are different services such as App Engine, you have Compute Engine, you have Kubernetes, you have Cloud Functions, and Cloud Run. When you talk about storage and database, so the storage and database service allows application to store media files, backups, or other file-like objects. Now, various services under this are as follows. You have cloud storage, Cloud SQL, Cloud Bigtable for unstructured data. You have Cloud Spanner, Cloud Data Store, Persistent Disks, and Cloud Memory Store. When we talk about networking, the networking service allows us to load balance traffic across resources. Now, as I mentioned earlier, resources could be your different resources which you would be using from a cloud platform, such as your devices, your instances, memory optimized or CPU optimized instances, or other resources, creating DNS records, and much more. So various services under this are VPC, that stands for Virtual Private Cloud. You have Cloud Load Balancing, Cloud Armor, Cloud CDN. You have Cloud Interconnect, DNS, and Network Service tiers. When we talk about the big data service, this allows us to process and query big data in cloud. Now, various services under these are as follows. You have BigQuery, Cloud, Cloud Data Proc, Cloud Composer, Cloud Data Lab, Cloud Data Prep, Cloud PubSub, which is publish and subscribing system. You have Cloud Data Studio. Now, you also have the developer tools, and developer tools service includes tools related to development of an application. Now, various services under these are as follows. That is, you have Cloud SDK, Software Development Kit, you have Deployment Manager, Cloud Source Repositories, and Cloud Test Lab. When we talk about identity and security, which is one of the primary concerns for any organization or any user who would be interested in using a cloud platform, Google Cloud really has taken care of this. So when you talk about identity and security domain, this deals with security services. Now, various services here are cloud identity. You have identity and access management, that is cloud IAM. You have identity aware proxies. You have cloud data loss prevention API, security key enforcement, key management service, and many more. You also have cloud services which are related to Internet of Things. So very much would be used by organizations who would be working on IoT devices or the data generated by these devices. So various services here are Cloud IoT Core, you have Edge TPU, and Cloud IoT. Also, when we talk about cloud AI, that is artificial intelligence, this comprises of services related to machine learning and much more. So you have cloud auto ML, cloud TPU, cloud machine learning engine, job discovery, Dialogflow enterprise, natural language cloud, text to speech, and much more. If you would be interested in services related to API platform, then there are different services under this category or this domain. So you have Maps platform, you have APG API platform, monetization, developer portal, analytics, that is API analytics, APG Sense, cloud endpoints, and service infrastructure. So these are some of the listing of services under each cloud platform domain. Now let's look at Ferrero use case, and let's also understand what was done here. So Ferrero is one of the famous chocolate and ranks third among worldwide chocolate and confectionery producers. It was found in 1946 in Italy. I'm sure you would have seen the Ferrero chocolates when you would have gone out to buy some chocolates. So the challenges here was that Ferrero, as we know, is sold in every supermarket and is known for its quality. Once the business grew, some issues arose, right? And that's what happens when the business grows. You have issues popping up, which could be related to the volume of data, the speed with which the data is getting generated, the variety of data, and also looking at your platforms which support different dynamic applications or your scalability requirements, performance requirements, and so on. So it needed data storage, processing, and analysis system for a wide customer database. There was a huge gap between the company and the people who bought its goods because the company relied on data-given sales outlets. Now that's one of the challenge. Ferrero wanted to create a digital ecosystem where there was a point of contact with its customers and also a foundation for an innovative data-driven marketing strategy. What was the solution here? So one of the service of cloud platforms or Google Cloud Platform is BigQuery. And this was an answer to Ferrero's challenges since it was capable of hyper-fast and efficient data analysis as a solution. Now, as I mentioned, BigQuery is a data warehouse which allows you to store structured data. Now, this could directly be used as a service where you could store in any amount of data and you would not be paying for storage. So there are different pricing models, and for data up to 1 terabytes, you would not be charged anything. And if you would be accessing the data, that is reading the data or processing the data from BigQuery, that's where the pricing model kicks in. Now, using Google Cloud's BigQuery, business analysts of Ferrero were able to store and analyze massive data sets in a very reliable, fast, and affordable manner. Consumer behavior and sales pattern data reports were easy to build and automate. And the analysis also followed Ferrero to adopt advertising across various marketing channels to serve the customer needs in a better way. What was the result? They could divide their database into real-time, actionable consumer clusters to generate more accurate user profiles. Ferrero was also able to personalize its marketing strategies to match the user needs. Now, Google Cloud Platform completely tailored the website, mobile content, and advertising, and created a very cost-effective media buy strategy. Now, These were some basics on Google Cloud. Now, as I said, you can always find a lot of details about pricing, about services, and also all the services are accessible in your free trial account. Now, let me just walk you through here. So one is you could always find details on documentation on each of these services. So if I would click on getting started, you have quick start, which basically shows you short tutorials. You have trainings and you have also certifications. Now, if we click on quick start, now that takes me to this page, which shows me quick starts, or if you would want to understand